I'd like to turn over the time to Senator Cayetano. We hope to correct whatever is ailing this country in the days to come. I hope you'd make it. But maybe you can explain the budget sa ano.
Siguro unang-una, Mayor, di ba? Pag malaki ang problema, extraordinary yung problema, hindi pwedeng maliit yung solusyon mo, hindi pwedeng ordinary eh. No? So yung kahirapan, yung peace and order, yung mga dinidiscuss nyo sa show nyo, Attorney Jen, no? Linggo-linggo to, and congratulations po pala. 16 years na po pala ang gikan sa masa. Sana naman po maging national para marinig din yung mga solusyon nyo dito sa Davao abroad. No? You know, the rules are always in favor of the rich, the powerful, and Metro Manila.
Correct.
So if you see po yung may hinanda kaming slide, ito po nanggaling, Attorney Jen, sa DBM to galing, no? Sa Department of Budget Management. Makikita mo po, 15% ng budget sa Metro Manila. Plus another 18%, dyan lang mapupunta yan sa central offices. May regional offices tayo, but since the central office is in Metro Manila, lahat ng embassy, lahat ng networks natin, yung main station nila dyan, broadsheets, of course may mga local media, but because all the activities, akala nung Manila politician na sa Manila, if you look, 33% ng budget na sa Metro Manila. So pag sinabing baha sa Metro Manila, mahaba pila, rather than decongesting and developing other areas, ang pera Metro Manila pa rin. No? Ilan ang nakukuha, let's say, ng Region 11? 3%, 4%. 1% is 30 billion, by the way, Mayor. Kung titignan mo naman po yung isang slide, 13 out of 20 poorest provinces sa buong Pilipinas ay nasa Mindanao. Na hindi naman dapat, kasi kung titignan mo sa mineral resources, fisheries, agriculture, napakataas ng Mindanao. So, siguro, Mayor, that's why pag umiikot po kayo, pag nakikinig kayo sa tao at binabanggit niyo yung federalism, kaya may kagatang tao dito eh. Kasi kung mahirap sana yung lugar at tinutulungan ng Manila, hindi sila kakagat sa federalism eh. Pero mayaman ang Mindanao, pero sa Manila napupunta yung pera, maano sa tao, bakit nagkakaganon?
Sakit.
So nag-introduce, maganda naman to, no? Introduce ng ating Pangulo at ng Department of Finance yung PPP, yung Private-Public Partnership. Pero ang problema, kung titignan mo po, may slide ako dito, 2014, 2015. But if you review it, even the time of President Arroyo, President Era, pareho din, no? Most of the PPPs, 75 to 80% every year goes to Metro Manila pa rin. Kasi dito kumikita ang mga businessmen sa mga highly populated area kung saan mataas yung mga real estate. So sa ibang bansa na nag-work yung PPP, ang ginawa nila, niliitan nila yung budget sa highly urbanized centers, tapos kinalat yung budget around the country para yung PPP dun sa capital. So dun sa question mo, how did it come about? I think it started nung una kasi, di ba, nung wala tayong capital, tapos ginawa yung NCR. Remember, Rizal dati yan eh. So nung ginawa yung capital na uso all over, 1960s, 1970s, 1960s, number 2 pa tayo sa Japan nun. So kailangan naman may airport tayo, kailangan yung palasyo ayusin, kailangan may EDSA. Nung inang ginawa ng EDSA, sabi masyado malaki. Ang problema, walang centralized planning. So yung over the years, hindi naisip na nung ayos na yung capital, how do you fix the other places in the country, no? Hindi rin na-predict siguro yung ang tao, mahal niya ang kanyang probinsya, mahal niya ang kanyang nayon, mahal niya ang kanyang lugar. So for example, no, ngayon, a big part of our economy comes from OFW money. But kahit saan kami punta, Mayor, sa pag-iikot, no? Punta ka ng Bohol, punta ka ng Zamboanga, punta ka ng Lawag, isa sinasabi ng mga bata eh, Sir, sana pagka naghanap kami ng trabaho, dito na lang. Why do we have to go to Manila? Or why do we have to go to the city? Or why do we have to go abroad para makahanap ng trabaho? But what happened nga kasi, nakafocus lahat kasi tayo sa Metro Manila and then to other highly urbanized areas, no? So, no one's talking about this because it's difficult. So, like halimbawa sa Metro Manila, pag tinanong ng media, bakit baha dito, mas madaling sagutin eh, ayusin drainage. Mas madaling sagutin, bigyan mo ng 200 million yung ayusin yung drainage. Pag sinabing bakit traffic, it's easier to say, alam mo, may ginawa ngayon sa NAIA, 2.7 billion, 2 kilometers lang yon. Pag nilagay mo outside Metro Manila yan, that's 100 kilometers of road na four lanes, no? So it just became so easy dun sa Manila. And then, syempre, nandun lahat eh. Nandun ang Kongreso, nandun ang Palasyo, nandun ang DBM, nandun ang media. If you look at the news, no, both channels, no, na malalaki, yung earlier time, yun yung local news, yun yung pinapanood talaga ng tao. Pati yung language mo, pati yung everyday news mo, weather, yung sports, yung nagaganap. Pero pag pinanood mo yung national news, ang LRT, ang traffic, ang baha sa Metro Manila, yung crime sa Metro Manila, hindi naman national news yun eh. Metro Manila news yun. Pero dahil yan ang capital, yan ang bibigyan ano. So, syempre, ang politiko takot sa media. So, ang initial na sagot niya, panay Metro Manila. I read a article nga, sabi, bakit ang Davao may high-tech 911, CCTV is operational, and you're not even the capital, it's Metro Manila. So, that just shows you that not all the solutions are in Metro Manila. We can learn from outside Metro Manila.
But how is it, Senator, that despite na ang laki ng budget, the bulk of the budget goes to Metro Manila, eh ang problema na pagkalaki-laki, andyan dyan din, like you mentioned, the traffic at yung pagbabaha at yung state of our airports, our international airports, how is it na hindi siya nasusolusyonan up to now?
And criminality.
Well, kasi ayaw naman ng matapang na solusyon. Ayaw naman na mabilis na aksyon eh. Ang gusto ng most politicians, ma-elect lang eh. Di ba yung performance politics sa atin, hindi masyado binibigyan ng premium. At pag meron naman magaling ang performance, hindi sa karap ko si Mayor, hindi naman nila ambisyon tumakbo.
So is there a problem in how the budget is being done in Congress?
Definitely, definitely. Kasi masama man sabihin at part man ako ng Kongreso, minsan nagiging semi-rubber stamp eh. Kung ano lumabas sa Palasyo, DBM, mga 5% lang mayroon ng budget ang ano eh, talagang Kongreso 95% dinidikta ng presidente. But most of our presidents grew up din naman in Metro Manila na ano nila yung problema sa Metro Manila. None of them talk about real change, no, about yung nakakayanig na change. And then takot din makulong, takot din na magbigay ng mga solusyon na magagal. You know, sometimes ideas kasi, pag una mo sinabi, nagugulat ang tao at parang hindi pinapansin o kaya, but over time, ano, federalism, di ba? If it was anyone else who said it, and in fact, some people have been saying it before, hindi pinapansin. Pero ngayon, isang oras ka lang sa kotse mo sa Metro Manila, eh, wala pang 100 metro ang naano mo, nakikinig ka na eh. Oo, yung idea na yan, ganyan. But actually, hindi naman ngayon lang sinasabi ni Marian. He's been saying that for the longest time. But the idea has come, eh, no? That's why people realize, oh nga, ba't hindi tayo nakinig, no? So that's why I'm thinking, ang role ko hindi lang tumakbo bilang Vice President, kung hindi itaas din yung mga issues, to ask the hard question. Sabi ko nga, hindi na uso yung Batman and Robin na President, Vice President. Batman and Superman na ang uso. Na you can be there. Kung magaling ang presidente mo, boss, suporta ako, tell me what to do. Boss, ako magbabantay sa mga pet projects mo. Pag namang medyo takot masyado yung kabinete magsalita at sabihin ng presidente, medyo paluin mo. Remember, in the cabinet, it's only the president and vice president who are elected. All the cabinet are appointed by the president. So you also need a spokesman there. So like right now, we have good candidates, but all of them just offer something better. No one's offering something different. Walang, parang pagagandahin ko lang, hindi ko babaguhin ang Pilipinas. So without a candidate that can really change everything, I think my role is to, to ask them issues like this. And by the way, Mayor, Attorney Gen, no, etong issue sa budget, hindi pa namin napapasa budget for 2016, ha? So kung sasabihin ng presidentiables na payag sila dyan, gawin natin this year. Sa November, we can still do it. Senator Grace is a senator. Senator Miriam is a senator. Senator Chis, ako, Senator Bong, Senator Trillanes. Si Mar, hindi man siya nakaupo. Secretary Mar, siya ang administration. So if we all say na, nga, bakit panay Metro Manila, bakit ang Northern Luzon, Southern Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, hindi natin napansin? We don't have to make this a campaign promise. Ngayon palang November, wala pa nga yung Senate version, wala pa yung BICAM eh. So we can actually do it. But we still have 7 months eh. So I guess yun yung isang appeal ng Davao style or Mayor Duterte time of action na if he thinks it's right, why wait for tomorrow? Do it tonight. No? But sa Manila, hindi ganun eh. Kung pwede mong gawin next year or next admin na natin gawin. Kaya whether you talk about the LRT, talk about the PNR, you talk about the airport mayor, it's always a problem of the next administration and not this administration.
Pasa na niya.
Kung gusto, kaya. Kung hindi, lahat ng palusot nandyan. But 7 months is not a short period. Napakatagal pa niyan.
So you have enough time?
More than enough time. Kasi pag yan sinabing urgent, sinabi ng Pangulo, gusto ko yan, sinabi ng mga partido gusto, ilan meetings lang yan eh. Tapos mabilis na yan. Remember, these bills are not controversial. Sinong senador, sinong congressman ang ayaw na mas mababang tax para sa makawani ng gobyerno and for the middle class? So actually, if you put it in people's face and you challenge them, it will happen eh. So when people challenge the LTO dun sa no plate, no travel, nagbago eh. When the OFW posted sa YouTube, sabi ko, Mayor, kung nakakapatay yung pagmumura, sa dami na nagmura dun sa customs o sa OFW, baka pati lahat ng congressman, senador, patay kung nakakapatay yung mura eh. So when people clamor for change, it can be done eh.
So, Mayor, how do you think masusolusyonan itong centralized budget natin na concentrated in Metro Manila? Do you think practical at realistic na ma-decentralize yung pag-distribute ng budget all over the country?
Yes, but that would take, that's a long shot actually, to do it. The best way is to change the system.
Okay.
So that there will be a more equitable distribution. Because per force ganon ang federal. You have to give him his share.
So you know, there are many ways to skin a cat. Pero yung political will at yung tapang, diba? That's why ang clamor talaga ng people, ng tao, hindi yung plataforma, but someone who will actually do it.
So, sino yung someone na yan?
Just do it.
Ang tanong. Just do it, Mayor, ha?
Hindi ako. Yung budget.
Sino sa tingin mo ang karapat-dapat? Who can push for that?
I hope the mayor doesn't mind, but I've said this in front of the COMELEC media, the Senate media. Magagaling yung mga kandidato ngayon. There are good people, but all of them offer lang making the Philippines a little bit better. Only one possible candidate in 2016, but he's not a candidate. Mayor Duterte can offer true change at pagbabago. Lahat sila may solusyon, pero hindi mabilis na solusyon at hindi matapang na solusyon. And I'm very surprised. Anywhere that I say this, pati yung supporter ng kabilang kandidato, So meaning they like their candidate, but they agree na hindi ganun kalaking pagbabago in-offer nun. More of the same, Mayor. So I hope you don't mind. I know may personal reasons ka. I know your family needs you at this time, but Filipinos are still hoping that you consider each and every one of them in family, and you know, nandun yung clamor lang, but I know, Mayor, na may isang decision.
They're still hoping for up to December 10, Mayor.
Teka. Yung maubusan tayo, but you know, the declarations of Senator Cayetano has to be given life. And the only solution there, or about the only mechanism that could make it really a possible thing would be for him to sit in the cabinet. Kasi pag ang presidente, tapos nanalo si Alan, tapos hayaan lang siya dyan sa opisina niya, and he cannot translate his ideals to a reality doon sa cabinet, mahirapan. So we just pray that the president, whoever, kung sino yan, maybe she or he would have the sense to, you know, get Alan into the cabinet to make use of his talent, ideas.
Baka daw ikaw yun, Mayor.
Hindi ako. Patayin na natin yung presidente.
Pero pang December 10, Mayor.
Automatic.
Up to December 10.